Good morning, student. Today's chapter, that is chapter number 3, synthetic fiber and fabric. Already we have discussed some part of the synthetic fiber. And their nature, their characteristics and their advantages also. Today we will discuss disadvantage and plastics. We will study the new topic called disadvantage. What are the disadvantages of synthetic fiber? Already we have studied advantages of synthetic fiber. Already you have studied. So now we will study disadvantages of synthetic fiber. In your book it is not given, but it is necessary to know something disadvantage of synthetic fiber. What is the disadvantage? First one is they easily melt and burn. They can easily melt and burn easily. If you compare to synthetic fiber, they burn or they can melt rapidly compared to the natural fiber. So when the synthetic fibers are burned, they shrink and they form a weeds, and that may stick to your body, that may stick to your skin, we can say. So it is not advisable you to wear the synthetic fabric and go to the kitchen or work near the flames or fire. It is not advisable to wear such synthetic fiber fabric, and you are not allowed to go near the flame or fiber, because if it is once caught fire, rapidly it will melt, and also it can shrink and it can stick to your skin. It is very dangerous. So therefore you are not required to very careful regarding this synthetic fiber fabric. So while ironing your synthetic cloths or fabric, you should be very careful. It may get melt. So very careful, you have to be very careful with this synthetic fiber. So the second one is non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable means it is not biodegradable in the soil. It is not mixing in the soil. It is not decomposing in the soil. Therefore, it may cause some soil pollution. It may cause soil pollution. It may cause soil pollution. Got it now? It may cause soil pollution. So these are non-biodegradable. They cannot mix in the soil. So it may cause soil pollution. Then next one is uncomfortable during summer season. Why? Because these synthetic fibers are having a property, or you can say having a characteristic of observing very little moisture. It is not observe more moisture. It can observe very little moisture. Therefore, when you wear synthetic fabric or synthetic cloth during summer time, our body gets sweat. The sweat are not observed by the synthetic fiber, or we can say synthetic cloth. This cannot be observed by synthetic. If it is not observing this sweat, so what happens? These sweats may lie between our body and the fabric. So what happen during hot summer? You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel uncomfortable or uneasy, you can say. Therefore, it is also giving us uncomfortable during summer season. So next one is develop skin problem. This synthetic fiber most probably you have experienced in your life during the night time. Sometime if you are covering your sole made up of synthetic fiber, if you with nails, you first your hand on the synthetic fiber, what you will observe? You will observe some lightning in the dark. You will observe some spark. How it is possible? Because the synthetic fiber, they will have a static electricity. What is that? Static electricity. They will have a static electricity. This static means that is stored electricity will be charges which are stored initially. So this synthetic fiber, they store this static electricity, because due to the static electricity they may produce some spark. They may produce some spark. This spark when this spark may cause skin disease. When come in contact with the body, this spark may cause skin disease, that is known as what? Schimija. What is that? Schimija. We can say chimija organ. ECZEMA ischemia. This is the disease caused by this synthetic fiber. So it is very careful. This is the disadvantage of synthetic fiber. So there are many advantages. These are the some of the disadvantages of synthetic fiber. Next we will study about plastics. Next we will study about plastics. Plastics. This present time can be called as the edges of plastic. This present time is can be called as edges of plastic. Why? Because nearly all the domestic items, all the items are made of plastics, such as plastic chair, plastic toys, plastic spoons, plastic, we can say toothbrush. There are many things which are made of plastics. We can say mug, we can say scale, tiffin box, we can say many things, plastic ball pen, many things are made of plastics. Nearly all polythene bags, all the list goes on if you just do a list. So all the things are made up of plastic. So it is impossible to live without any plastics, So because of it is having advantages, therefore it is widely used in various applications. So these plastics are widely used in a variety. Also these plastics are available in variety of shape and size. It is available in variety of shape and size because of its important characteristics. Before that, what is plastic? Plastic is a polymer. Plastic is a polymer. Polymer means what? Large molecule. Made up of large number of small molecule. Made up of large number of small molecule. Small molecules, that is called what? Monomers. That is called monomers. So plastic is a polymer, large molecule, made up of large molecule, that is made up of large number of small molecules, that is called monomer. Polymer means large molecule. Monomers means small molecules. Large molecules, polymer means large molecule, small molecules means monomer. So this plastic is a what? Plastic is a polymer. So these are made up of by carbon molecules. What are these plastics are made up of? Usually carbon molecules. They can be arranged. These plastics are arranged in different fashions. First one is linear fashion. Arrangement of plastics are different. So arrangement of plastics. Arrangement of plastic. First one is linear. Another one is cross-link. Synthetic fiber also similarly arrangement. What is the difference between plastic and synthetic fiber? The difference is the nature of the unit, monomer unit. Nature of the monomer unit. What is the difference? Is what? Nature of the monomer units. These are nature is different. So arrangement of plastics are linear arrangement or cross-link arrangement. Linear arrangement means what? Linear means like this. Linear arrangement. Already I have discussed this. This is linear arrangement. What is cross-link arrangement means? This is a cross-link arrangement. We can say this is a cross-link arrangement. So these plastics are what is the proper definition of plastic? What is the proper definition of plastics? What is the proper definition of plastic? A plastic is a synthetic material. A plastic is a synthetic material. Synthetic is a synthetic material which on being heated becomes soft, and can be molded into variety of shape and size, and then hardened to provide durable article. So this a plastic is a synthetic material which on being heated, by heating, if you apply some heat, what happens? It becomes soft. The plastics become soft and can be molded into variety of shape and size. They can be molded. These are the characteristics of plastic. Characteristics of plastic. If you apply heat, it becomes soft and can be it can be molded, it can be recycled, it can be made into variety of shape and size, or it can be drawn into sheets and wire, or it can be colored. So these are the one of the important characteristics of plastics. So when hardened, when it is cold, what happens? It becomes hardened. So it gives a durable articles. It provides a durable articles. Though this plastic is having a property called plasticity. Plastic is having a property called plasticity. What is plasticity? Plasticity is nothing but a property by virtue of which a substance which being heated becomes soft, being heated can be easily molded and drawn into fibers. What happens when a substance when being heated can be easily molded by this can be by heating it becomes by heating it can be easily molded. It can be easily molded and can be drawn into fibers. By heating it can be easily molded and drawn into fiber. Therefore it is known as having a plasticity. It is having a plasticity. This is a property. This is a property that is known as plasticity. Property having a plasticity. So these are the plastic definition. This is the plastic definition. What is the difference between plastic and synthetic fiber? That is the nature of the monomer units. So what are the two different characteristics? First one is they can be easily molded and can be made into variety of shape and size, and also they can be recycled, they can be colored, they can be drawn into sheets and wire. These are the two important characteristics. Therefore it is the plastics we are day to day you are using available in variety of shape and size. In various size it is available. So therefore it is widely used in our various application. So based on this, these plastics are classified into two types. Plastics are classified into two types. They are on the basis of reaction of heat. They are classified into two types on the basis of reaction of heat. Plastics are plastics are classified into two types on the basis of reaction of it. What are they? First one is thermoplastics or thermoplast. We can say another one, thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting plastic. Thermo means heat. Thermo means what? This is what it thermo means. Thermo means heat. Thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic. These are classified into two types based on reaction of it. Based on reaction of, they are classified into two types. The thermoplastic, or you can say thermoplast, or thermosetting plastic, or thermoset. Thermosets or thermoplast, we can say. What is thermoplastic or thermoplast? Thermoplastic or thermoplast. We can say thermoplastic is the plastics thermoplastics is the plastics which melts or becomes soft on heating and harden when cooled. Because what is the, just I will write. What happens? Simple definition. When you apply it, if you apply it, what happens? Become soft. Become soft or it melts. When you apply it, it becomes soft or melts. When it is cool, become hard. Become hard. And retain their plasticity even after repeated heating and cooling. Retain their plasticity. Even after repeated heating and cooling. Again, apply it, becomes soft and melts. When the plastics are melts or become soft when you apply it, and become hard on cooling. After cooling, it becomes hard. And again you can apply it, again that material, again it will become soft. Again by cooling it becomes hard. That you can repeatedly, you can heat and cool. That these plastics are known as thermoplastics or thermoplast. Or retain their plasticity even after repeated heating and cooling. So plasticity means they can be easily molded by heating. On being heated, they can be easily molded and drawn into different fibers. So what happens? By applying heat, they can become soft and melts, or by cooling they become hard. So on the other hand, if you see thermosetting plastics, when you apply heat, once it can be molded, and then if you try to apply heat, it will not melt, or it cannot mold. Once it can be molded, and there are plastic which one molded once cannot be softened on heating. Once it is molded into a shape, by applying heat, that is during the manufacturing time, if the thermosetting plastics are manufactured, once it is molded, again next time you cannot apply heat and it cannot become soft. That is known as thermosetting plastics. The difference between which here applying it becomes soft, by cooling it becomes hard, and again you can apply heat again it will become soft. But in similar thing, it is not possible in thermosetting plastic. It is not possible in thermosetting plastic. Once molded and cannot be heated or cannot be molded into different shape and size. So this is the difference between. What is the example of thermoplastics? Thermoplastics are example of thermoplastic: polythene and PVC. Polythene and PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. What is that? Polyvinyl chloride. So this is the example. What is the thermosetting example? Thermosetting example. Thermosetting example. Thermoset example. I can say backlight. What is that? Backlight. Melamine. These are the two. Formica also you can say. These are the examples. Backlight is also act as an insulator. It is a 4 conductor of electricity. The material which is 4 conductor of electricity are called as what? Insulator. They act as a insulator. They use as a insulator, backlight. Such as example, like they used in electrical switches. You will find in electrical switches. Electrical switches, or we can say handle of utensils. Handle of utensils and electrical switches. This once these are by heated, it can be molded, but again we cannot mold it into by applying heat. So these are the backlight. Backlight means it is a 4 conductor of electricity. It is used in various for purpose like electrical switch and handles of utensils. Also melamine. Melamine is also used for kitchenware or fire resistant, or we can say heat resistant. So these are the example of thermosetting plastics. So you have got clear idea of this. Plastics are classified into two types on the basis of reaction of heat. Reaction of heat. By applying heat, it becomes soft, and on cooling, it becomes hard. And again, it can retain its plasticity even after repeated heating and cooling. These are called thermoplastic, or you can say thermoplast. And thermosetting plastic means once it is being molded and cannot be melts or become soft by applying heat. So these are called thermosetting plastics. So for today this much. Next we will study what are the characteristics of plastics. So I hope you understood. So in exam 2 chapters it will come, that is chapter number 1, chapter number 2. No need to worry. Most probably you will get some MCQs question type, and also like fill in the blanks question type. So no need to worry. You first better solve the workbook chapter 1 and chapter 2. Better solve those 2 chapters, so that most of the question will come from book as well as from workbook. So any doubt you just ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you.